Hey, it's Troy Casey, certified health nut, here in Santa Monica, California, with the wonderful Carolina Roja, or her spiritual name, Sima, which means divine creator of all things everywhere at all times. Is that it?
It means master of the spiritual path.
Oh, same thing.
It was close.
Yeah. So I wanted to introduce you to Carolina. Many of you guys see her on my Instagram as Architect Goddess. She was an architect. She's an award-winning architect, award-winning designer. She actually did the cover design for Ripped at 50. And so I wanted to bring her on because she is my top lieutenant in everything that I'm doing. And she created, right? She pulled a rabbit right out of a hat. She created the Holistic Justice League to end human suffering. So I wanted to bring her on to have her talk about everything she's up to and why she stopped being an architect for the moment, to build her platform, to move forward. I can tell your story, but I think it's good if you share a little bit of your story and then get into ending human suffering, because that's what we're all about, baby.
Thank you so much, Troy. So yeah, the Holistic Justice League, it started with amazing holistic health practitioners with Troy, Ra, JJ, Holly. It's just a bunch of us that came together with the same mission into bringing health, nutrition, and love to our bodies in all forms of possible, because it comes from healthy body, healthy mind, healthy finances.
And it represents the natural law of correspondence, as above, so below. When we take care of ourselves, we naturally take care of the earth. Go ahead.
Exactly, and not only seeing food as a source of nutrition, but having those vitamins that no one thinks about, like the vitamin L, right? We have vitamin love, or the vitamin S, which is vitamin slow, or vitamin P, which is a vitamin pleasure. And we want to bring all that source of nourishment to everyone's bodies.
Yeah, so you started the Holistic Justice League. It was kind of just a catchphrase and a hashtag in the beginning, but you've taken it to the next level with the website, and there's so many people joining us, and we would like you to join us, because what we're doing is creating community on this planet. My mission, of course, is to raise human consciousness and change all systems. My mission, of course, is to raise human consciousness and change all systems in my lifetime. So talk a little bit more about the Holistic Justice League.
So the Holistic Justice League, we're standing for everyone that joins our community to step into their power, because we are all superheroes. We all have our own powers. They're just asleep. So we're standing for everyone to step into their power, awaken their powers, and start sharing those with the whole world.
You mean be as strong as you?
Yeah, strong like this.
Tell them a little bit about your story. She was an architect, but she was also a CrossFit aficionado, and she was killing herself sitting behind a desk, and her hip flexors were getting all tight, and her glutes were falling apart, and she couldn't deadlift as much or clean and snatch. And so you quit that fucking job.
I did. I was working at the Green Sustainable Building with Tesla and his partners, and we were designing the building in Santa Monica. And I remember being in the studio working 120 hours, getting permits, and looking out the window because we were by the beach, and then going into Instagram and seeing Troy and seeing Ross slacklining and helping people. And I was like, I'm here designing but for the wealthy, and I wasn't making a difference in the world. I felt so limited. So I would cry every time I had to go to work, or I would leave at 4 in the morning, had to come back at 7. And I was like, this is not sustainable. How long am I going to be able to do this? So I said, that's it. I'm just going to work on myself. And that's when I joined Landmark and all these personal development courses. And I spent all my savings and all my money in just trying to find myself, right? That's how we all say it when we're in the matrix. And I aligned with Troy. And since that day, I said, I want to be like Troy. And I even told Ra at the time, and I was like, he's like, okay, well, you should, look into Purium and look into all the, brands that he's aligned with that are very healthy, and start bringing building block materials to our body instead to the buildings. Because for so many years I was looking into concrete, what is the best construction type, and wood or timber or this and that. Well, I sat in a table with people that were putting building block materials that were poisoning their bodies. So since that moment, I said, we gotta make a difference, and we have to renegotiate our relationship with food and start putting better building block materials to our bodies, because it's the only place we have to live on for the rest of our lives. We can switch homes, but we can't switch our body.
That's correct. And health ultimately is wealth. And what we offer to other people that want to break free like her is wealth building practices. So health is wealth. And when you join us and you help other people eat healthy, and ultimately, what are we doing? We're cleaning the air, the water, and the soil. Organic farming helps to replenish the soil. Chemical surface runoff from pesticides and herbicides. What about the plastics? The plastics are everywhere. So we've got big problems which require big solutions. And we need big influencers, people with influence, people with their mind, their heart, and the gut all aligned. Literally and figuratively. That's called integrity. That's called authenticity. Going out and spreading these messages to get the world healthy, ultimately. So she created the Holistic Justice League. Follow her on Instagram. Go on the holisticjusticeleague.com. See if it's right for you. We are building an army of holistic leaders on this planet. You're a leader by default if you're one step ahead. And so if you're healthy, remember, 70% of the American people are obese or overweight. Cancer is 1 in 2. It's not me. It must be who?
All suffering starts in the gut. Or serotonin, it's responsible for this, defining what emotions and what mood you're gonna wake up every single day. So if you're stressed out, if you're depressed, and you think that going to see a therapist or a doctor will resolve your issues, I would say look at the food that you're putting into your body, because that's defining your stress and your depression.
Look no further than the gut.
Yeah.
You want to reclaim your power, you want to reclaim your divinity, reclaim your gut microbiome. And if you have no clue about that, get with Carolina, because she knows her stuff.
Yeah, so look us up, theholisticjusticeleague.com. Send us a message. We're on Instagram, Certified Health Nut. I'm Architect Goddess, and we're gonna help you. We're gonna empower you.
We're gonna make you strong, clear, vibrant. Woo! And then you want to rip off your clothes at 54 and just be like, yeah, man, I'm here to change the world. What about you? It's the middle of the day. Are you sitting down watching this at work? Because we're out here barefooting in the grass, grounded like natural man was meant to be. All right.
Yeah.
That's
so
enough shenanigans.
Go be an inspiration.
Yes. Yes. You have the power. You have the power and divinity of God inside of you. God bless you.
You're a son of God.